Welcome to Eerie Bites of History, your daily serving of strange bites of the past. Today, we have a flight into the unknown, a shadow that silenced the forest, and a formation filled with mystery, all of which happened on September 24th. Let's begin. On September 24th, 1930, a daring test forever changed the way humans would conquer the skies. At Field Mitchell in New York, famed aviator Jimmy Doolittle climbed into a specially modified plane, its cockpit sealed off, its windows blacked out. From the moment the engine roared to life, he would see nothing outside, relying only on a new set of mysterious dials and gauges. To many, the idea seemed suicidal. Pilots of the time depended entirely on their eyes, and sudden clouds, fogs, had claimed countless lives. But Doolittle trusted the untested blind flying instruments. As witnesses watched in the tense silence, he accelerated, lifting off into the air and disappearing into the sky, guided only by numbers, needles, and faith in technology. Minutes later, the crowd erupted in disbelief as Doolittle brought the aircraft down in a flawless landing, never once glancing at the world outside. For a moment, he had proven the impossible, that a pilot could take off, fly, and land in total blindness. This breakthrough would save thousands of lives and usher a modern era of aviation. But on that day in September, what Doolittle achieved seemed less like engineering and more like sorcery, flying not by sight, but by the unseen forces hidden in the cockpit. Doolittle trusted the instruments so much that he was willing to put his life on the line. Honestly, that kind of trust is wild. I know, I'd be way too chicken for that. On September 24th, 1950, residents of the Pennsylvania wilds were shaken by a terrifying and unexplained event. Around 3 p.m., broad daylight suddenly dimmed, and within an hour, it felt as though night had fallen. Entire towns were thrown into eerie twilight. The birds fell silent, and headlights flickered in the middle of the afternoon. The cause was believed to be thick smoke from massive forest fires raging hundreds of miles away in Canada, but not everyone was convinced. Many locals swore the darkness felt almost unnatural, like a curtain being pulled across the sky. Some reported shimmering lights, green, red, and blue, dancing above the treetops. Rumors quickly spread. Was it a government experiment gone wrong? A visitation from something beyond Earth? Or a sign that the world was ending? Phone lines across the region were jammed as panic callers sought answers that never came. Though scientists chalked it up to drifting smoke and weather patterns, the mystery of the Pennsylvania Black Sunday still lingers. For those who lived through it, it wasn't just a quirk of nature. It was a chilling reminder of how quickly the unfamiliar can turn into the uncanny. Clouds that turned into day sounds more like a solar eclipse gone rogue. I mean, the amount of smoke that it would take is hard to even picture. Maybe it was something a little otherworldly. On September 24th, 1906, President Theodore Roosevelt signed a proclamation that gave the Devil's Tower in Wyoming a special place in history. It became the very first United States national monument. Rising over 1,200 feet around the surrounding plains, this colossal stone tower almost looks otherworldly, as if it was carved by a giant hand or left behind by something not of this earth. For centuries, the Native American tribes have considered the tower sacred, weaving legends to explain its strange formations. Some told stories of children chased by massive bears clawing at the rocks until the earth itself rose up to save them, leaving behind the deep vertical grooves that scar the sides. Others believe it's a place where spirits dwell, a gateway between the human world and the supernatural. Its eerie presence has continued to spark fascination and mystery in modern times. Whether seen as a natural wonder or a spiritual symbol, a natural wonder, a spiritual symbol, or a beacon of the unknown. And on this day, it became officially recognized as the first monument in America's natural and mysterious past. Such an ominous name for a natural monument. An interesting fact, the Devil's Tower was actually used in the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind as a landing pad for alien craft, which honestly feels perfect, because if you stumble across it in real life, you'd probably think you're walking straight into a movie set instead of a national park. Like your history snack-sized? Drop us a comment with your favorite bite and subscribe. Join us daily for your eerie dose of the past.